Did you know that in Stockholm, hidden in a strange building, there is the only almost fully intact 17th century ship that has ever been salvaged? Yes, before we talk about it, hi folks, I'm Lawrence from Italy and my aim is to show you many places around the world from my curious human perspective. If you want to help me grow this project, please like and subscribe. Back to our ship. Today is a video a little different from the others. Today I will show you some images of one of Stockholm's most beautiful museums that I recommend you visit, the Vasa Museum. I would like to start this video with an apology, yes, because as you know I'm not used to making videos about museum and I will probably make this place lose some of its poetry, but my aim is to intrigue you enough to make you incredibly eager to visit it. So let's start. On the island of Djurgården, the Stockholm island of museum and nature, there is a small structure hidden by another incredible museum that I will talk about in the next videos. I'm talking about the Vasa Museum, a maritime museum completely dedicated to the only almost fully intact 17th century ship that has ever been salvaged. The 64-gun warship Vasa that sank on her maiden voyage in 1628. As soon as you enter, you will find yourself in front of this marvel, which belonged to King of Sweden Gustav II Adolf, one of the greatest military commanders in modern history. I can assure you that it's truly mammoth, and for a moment you will be truly surprised at the fact that it was one of the most powerful warships in the Baltic when it was built. Then, well, after traveling 1330 meters, the Vasa veers to port because of a gust and water comes in through the open gun ports. Within minutes, the ship sank to the bottom of the sea at a depth of 32 meters. A very bad ending. The visit is divided into 4 floors. The first floor tells the entire history of the ship, from its design in the early 15th century to its recovery from the bottom of the Baltic Sea in the 50s. The second floor is completely dedicated to how people lived on the ship, what they ate, how they dressed, how they fought, and all these super interesting things. The third floor was dedicated to all the parts and components of this extraordinary ship, and finally the -1 plan dedicated to the reconstruction of the shipwrecks and how the structure of this ship will be preserved in the future. It's a journey through the history of those years, and it's really interesting to see the customs of that time so close but so far away from us. So, Vasa Museum worth a visit? Of course, yes. Does not even take too long, think nearly an hour and a half, 2 maybe. Time spent imagining this great ship playing the seas with grace and vigor towards freedom. Okay, this is perhaps a little more the point of view of a pirate than the one of the King of Sweden, but I must admit that it reminds me a lot of the famous Flying Dutchman, the ship carrying souls to the worlds of the dead commanded by Captain Davy Jones. Well, I hope I managed to make you a little curious. The video ends here, I hope you enjoyed it. See you next week when we will sail the waters of the Baltic Sea, but I won't tell you anything, okay? In the meantime, cheers!